On the 22nd of April 2025, a deadly terrorist attack took place in Pahalgam, Jammu Kashmir, where 26 innocent Hindu pilgrims lost their lives. This was not just a random act of violence, but a well-planned attack, reportedly linked to terrorist groups based in Pakistan. The attack has shocked the nation and heightened tensions between India and Pakistan. But what Pakistan may have thought would harm India could actually backfire, making things worse for Pakistan itself, especially with its already struggling economy. Let's be clear, Pakistan is not just facing a political crisis. It is sitting on an economic time bomb. A country that once urged its citizens to drink less tea to save foreign exchange is now being dragged into a high-stakes confrontation with India, the world's fourth largest economy. This is a dangerous situation for a country suffering from rising prices, shrinking foreign reserves, and mounting debt. Now, the possibility of prolonged military engagement with India threatens to push Pakistan deeper into economic chaos. Even before this new tension, Pakistan was grappling with high inflation, low foreign currency reserves, and rising debt.
Pakistan's year-on-year inflation hit a record level of 36.5%.
Prices of food, fuel, and daily essentials have increased sharply, with inflation exceeding 30%. Many people are struggling to afford basic goods. The value of Pakistan's currency has dropped significantly, making imports more expensive. The country's foreign reserves are so low that they can barely cover 1 month of imports. Pakistan also owes over $125 billion to other countries and lenders, including the IMF and China. The ongoing conflict between the Pakistani military and armed groups in Balochistan, such as the Balochistan Liberation Army, is also a heavy burden on the economy. On May 6, a powerful roadside bomb hit a military vehicle in the Kachhi district, killing 7 Pakistani soldiers instantly. Just 2 days later, on May 8, the BLA claimed responsibility for killing 14 more soldiers in a separate ambush and reportedly took temporary control of parts of Quetta. The Pakistan military is stretched thin, and the government is forced to spend large amounts on defense, weapons, and security operations in Balochistan. Major projects like the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, which passes through Balochistan, may be delayed or halted. This could prompt China and other partners to reduce their investments if the situation doesn't improve. China could even cut or withdraw its support if Pakistan's financial problems grow too severe, especially if Chinese investments or strategic interests are at risk. While China and Pakistan often call each other iron brothers, China's economic decisions are based on its own interests, particularly when it comes to projects like CPEC. Ongoing political instability and security threats have caused public distrust, and investors may become unwilling to put money into Pakistan. With the recent escalation of tensions with India, the Pakistani stock market has already started to fall. If the conflict worsens, foreign investors and countries may pull back even further. Additionally, if Pakistan is perceived as supporting terrorism, it could again face international sanctions or be placed back on global watch lists like the FATF, making it even harder to secure loans or aid. Engaging in a military conflict with India would force Pakistan to divert even more funds toward defense. Already underfunded sectors like health, education, and infrastructure would likely face deeper cuts. At the same time, any hopes for boosting tourism or trade will vanish if the security situation remains unstable. Regions like Balochistan, already suffering from violence and poverty, could fall into even greater turmoil. In response to the Pahalgam attack, India has suspended the Indus Waters Treaty, raising serious concerns in Pakistan about water scarcity and further economic strain. Pakistan, which heavily depends on the Indus River system for over 80% of its agricultural needs, drinking water, and hydropower, now faces fears of reduced water flow, lower electricity production, and rising food prices that could worsen its already fragile economy. Pakistan's internal distress was laid bare in Parliament, where former Army Major and MP Tahir Iqbal broke down in tears, pleading, "May Allah protect Pakistan." The emotional speech acknowledged the country's weakness and vulnerability in the face of growing pressure.
हमारी कमी है, हम मजबूर हैं, हम गुनाहगार हैं, लेकिन रब्बे काबा हम कह रहे हैं भी।
In short, Pakistan's economy is far too weak to absorb the financial shock of a military standoff with a country like India. Unless both countries step back and pursue peaceful solutions, Pakistan risks greater suffering, both financial and social, that could take years to recover from.